How's everybody doing? My name is Betchman, and welcome back again to more Pokemon VGC stuff, things, shenanigans, everything else in between. We have the same team we were using last week. Since we only made one video with it, I figured we would give it one more go. If it goes well, maybe a third time. But again, this team consists of Heatran, Blastoise, Krookodile, Zapdos, Dusclops, and Grimmsnarl. And I did enjoy using this team a lot. Krookodile actually is extremely powerful. Going against Trick Room teams, it ends up working really well for this team because of how slow Krookodile is, because of how slow Dusclops is. Overall, the team excels in that kind of format, but it also does really well with Zapdos and Blastoise, who has Fake Out, which is not something that a lot of people are really anticipating when going against this team. They're not expecting to see Fake Out on Blastoise, which is really nice to have because it outspeeds the likes of Incineroar. I think it outspeeds actually quite a bit for Fake Out users. It just obviously doesn't do anything against the likes of like a ghost type like Sableye that's just going to be able to ignore it, or anybody that has Prankster, who will obviously be faster, but still is really viable just because no one expects it to happen. So a lot of the times I'm actually able to get it off pretty well unless they're able to Dynamax. But I am very much looking forward to the next season with it not allowing Dynamax anymore. But you get to bring a legendary, which is nice, or a restricted legendary, I should say, which is going to make the whole entire format super interesting. It's going to be weird not using Dynamax since we've been using it since day one with using or playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. So it's going to be a little bit different, but I think it's going to be nice because it's going to completely change up the meta for sure. And it'll be interesting to see how it goes off. But we have our first guy, whose name is Aquile, who's got Spiritomb, Gastrodon, Togekiss, Garchomp, Lucario, and Milotic. Very interesting team. Spiritomb is really interesting, with it being, I think it's Ghost Dark type, and I'm trying to figure out how I would like to go about this. Krookodile does really well against everybody on that team besides Lucario. Easily takes out Gastrodon, easily takes out Togekiss, so it does really well. I could go with Krookodile and Blastoise to start off, which is kind of what I'm wanting to do, because I feel like he wouldn't start with Garchomp. If he does, I'm able to at least get my special attack increased because of Meteor Beam. And then Heatran's not all that great here. Zapdos does very well, and I have to decide if I want Grimmsnarl or Dusclops. And if I'm setting up that Trick Room, Dusclops probably ends up being a better choice. I wish I could take Heatran in this sense, but he doesn't work out well at all. Lucario bodies him, Garchomp does, Milotic does, Gastrodon does. Like, everybody on that team is just bad news for Heatran. So we'll see what we can do here. Super off-meta, interesting team that Aquile's got here, but we might be able to pull through. We went 2-1 at this team beforehand. See if we can keep the win streaks going, or keep the wins coming. Spiritomb Gastrodon. That's actually a-okay with me, for the simple fact that I'm going to Meteor Beam Spiritomb, and I'm going to Fake Out Gastrodon. Not going to let Gastrodon do anything. I highly doubt he would Dynamax Gastrodon, especially seeing Krookodile on the field. There's kind of no reason to go for that. He does withdraw, so let's see what... so he sends out Togekiss now. If only I'd gone for Meteor Beam and Togekiss, that would have been perfect. He goes for Nasty Plots. We'll see if he's Focus Sash or not. I don't think this KOs. It'll do a lot of damage, but I don't think it'll KO. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling maybe it does, and if it doesn't, I can easily... Okay, never mind. Oh, that's super bad. Well, let's go for Dynamaxing. Let's go for Max Rockfall into Togekiss, and I guess we go for Surf. That was unexpected. I know it's a 90% accurate move, but dang. I've used moves that are like 75% that I almost never miss. Like, they're more 90% than that was, but missing a Meteor Beam's pretty rough because I feel like that could have taken Spiritomb. I don't know that. I do not know that for sure, but even if it wouldn't have taken him out, Surf would have ended up taking him out right here. But we'll take Togekiss out. That at least eliminates one thing. I can't imagine Spiritomb's going to be that crazy. Goes for Air Slash, which doesn't do much of anything, but it is a crit. We show that Blastoise is faster. It would have taken out Spiritomb easily. I'll actually see how much the Surf does. Oh yeah, Spiritomb would have been knocked out. He goes for another Nasty Plot. So that's terrifying. Which kind of leads into the fact that I may not be able to... Well, I have Zapdos. Setting up Trick Room was going to be a little tough. Probably should have gone for, like, the Dusclops Blastoise start. But he was probably expecting me to go for the Trick Room in all honesty, but it is showing that I think I'm faster. I'm not really sure. So let's see here. I feel like Krookodile will live. Because it shouldn't be super effective because I'm Grass Rock. I think it neutralizes itself out. I think we're fairly safe to go for a Max Rockfall into Spiritomb, and we go for a Ice Beam into Garchomp. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Didn't do much of anything. Ice Beam should one-hit KO. Oh, he's Sandveil. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. The Spiritomb's off the field. We're just not getting lucky at all with these misses. Missing a Meteor Beam, missing an Ice Beam. He's not Sand Rush Garchomp, but there's like a... Pretty sure with Sandveil, he has a big, like maybe a 10% chance to avoid anything I do. Like big maybe. We'll go for Gastrodon though, and we'll go for Ice Beam again, and that... I think I want to say that should be the game. Because Gastrodon will get one shot with this with ease. Didn't even have to set up the Trick Room, which is pretty nice. I don't know why he kept going for Nasty Plot with Spiritomb though. It's not exactly the most offensive Pokemon, but he had some kind of idea going for him. It just didn't work out with how much damage it did to Krookodile, because it hardly did anything at all. He might go for Max Quake into Krookodile, I think. He's definitely going to focus Krookodile, though. Goes for Dual Chop and misses. I miss Ice Beam a second time. What is going on? He goes for Max Quake. Does this knock... It should have knocked me out, right? Yeah, it's not even super effective. Sandveil Garchomp is avoiding everything that I'm doing. I think this Okos? 4 times effective on +2. So very close. And that will knock me out though next turn. But I can just swap into Zapdos and we'll be fine. A little bit of damage. And he gets a little bit back. I get a little bit back, but I know my Dynamax is over with. I'll swap into Zapdos. Max Quake will miss Krookodile, and Dual Chop will do next to nothing. So we'll go Zapdos. And for a third time, we'll try an Ice Beam on Garchomp. I don't know what he's running. I really hope I can see what his team has after this battle. Like, he allows me to see that. Because this is I don't know how I've missed 2 Ice Beams. I get the Meteor Beam, which sucks, but I get it. Man. But missing 2 Ice Beams, even with Sandville, is kind of very unlikely. Goes for Stomping Tantrum into Blastoise, and that almost OHKOs, and I miss a 3rd time. What is going on? 3 misses. How is that possible? He's got to have an item that's making me miss as well. There's no way. Okay, let's just go for Protect. Go for Protect, and I can just go for Dusclops and set up the Trick Room, I guess. I guess. Gastrodon can't recover here. Zapdos doesn't really do anything to either of them because he's... I mean, he's got Hurricane, which can do something, but I don't know how accurate. So he's got Assault Vest and Lax Incense. So that has to be why I'm missing. Has to be. Stomping Tantrum again, which does decent amount, and Max Rockfall into Zapdos, which will live. And Sandstorm actually goes away, which I think is pretty crucial for Zapdos, I think, for landing Hurricane. I don't know if it makes it less accurate in the sand or not. I know in the rain it's like 100% accurate for the most part, but in the sand I feel like it's not as great. I know in the sun it's lowered by quite a bit. I guess go for Trick Room. Go for Trick Room. I can send out Krookodile and Blastoise can take Garchomp out. No more sand, which means no more misses, I really, really hope. 3 missed Ice Beams, though. Any one of those Ice Beams would have connected, this battle would have already been over with. But I didn't expect this Garchomp to be dodging everything. Still missing shots. Goes for Dragon Rush into Zapdos. Oh no, Dusclops. And Ancient Power into Zapdos. Okay. We live. And we get Trick Room. Weird moveset on Garchomp too. Dual Chop, Stomping Tantrum, and what else did he have? He had Dragon Rush. Very interesting to say the least. I might as well just let Zapdos go down here. I'll get a burn on Garchomp, and I'll at least be able to take one of them out, but these misses are absolutely killing me. Because I actually might lose this game because of how many times I'm missing. I am still missing this stinking Garchomp. How it is avoiding everything is beyond me. You should take, okay, we're all just missing everything. Okay, finally something lands. And it's still not enough to take out Gastrodon. Good lord. Okay, grass disappears, so no more health is going to get regened. At this given point, I'm going for Heat Wave. I'm going to go for Burning Garchomp again. Because this is insane that I can't land. Like, this Garchomp is just... Like, at this given point, I don't even know if I can even touch this Garchomp. Because it seems like there's some kind of extra going on in the background for why I cannot even touch this thing. Okay, finally. So you can land a move on this thing after, I think, 5 or 6 tries that I've done. That will take out Zapdos, which is unfortunate. So double knockout on my team. But I at least get to utilize Trick Room to my advantage here. So we got Krookodile, we got Blastoise. This is not the way this battle should have been going. It should have been Gastrodon as his last guy. Garchomp should have been gone a very long time ago. Giga Drain into Gastrodon and Ice Beam into Garchomp. If that doesn't take him out, then I don't know what else to do at that point. If it misses again, it's going to be insane. So that'd be quite an unfortunate way to lose a battle. Okay. Gastrodon is gone. Now please tell me that this Ice Beam connects. If it connects, we win. Finally. Okay. I was going to say, there should be no reason that we are missing that. Blastoise, I think? Yeah. Came down to the literal wire here. We still have one turn of Trick Room, though. Pretty sure. Yep, last turn of Trick Room, so we just Giga Drain Garchomp. There is no way possible that we miss this. Okay. And Krookodile gets us the win, but that was a very frustrating battle of how many times I was missing this Garchomp, who had Sandveil and Lax Incense, which I think also makes it harder to hit them. If I can see his team, then I'll know 100% for sure, but I don't know if he... Yeah, he didn't, but I'm fairly positive. If I looked it up, I'm sure I could find what Lax Incense does. One win away from Great Ball Tier 8, which will then get us that much closer to Master Ball Tier, which we're doing pretty good on our record, but it's unfortunately not showing it because we didn't do anything the previous month, so it's making it just a little bit more difficult for us to climb. I definitely still want to know if I'm right on Lax Incense, and I'm pretty sure I am. Let's see, because I'm actually looking at it right now. Yeah, it lowers the active moves by 10%. So with that, and with, I'm pretty sure Sandveil does the exact same thing. I'm pretty sure it does. I know it decreases the chance of running into a wild Pokemon by like 50%, I think. But it just, from all I'm finding, it just boosts the invasiveness. So, not sure what that would put it at, but we were able to win. Alharam is our next opponent. Another interesting team. Serena, Krookodile, I think. Scizor, Talonflame, Milotic, Luxray. Again, this is another team that I can really benefit using Trick Room against. So I kind of want to go Dusclops with Blastoise. Krookodile sits in the back, and Heatran actually does very, very well against this team. Krookodile can cause problems, though, and so can Milotic. But I don't think that's too much of a deal for us to fear, so I'm going to bring him anyway. I know for a fact he's not expecting us to get to use a fake out Blastoise, but I'm really liking these teams. Wow, he was wearing a lot of white. But I'm liking these teams. They're different. It's not the same thing. Getting a little mix of different stuff here. Krookodile and Serena. Okay. So I could honestly see a fake out from either one of them. Salt Vest and Focus Sash. So we're going to Trick Room, and I feel like I should fake out Krookodile. Yeah, I'm going to fake out Krookodile. I wanted to do it on Serena because I could see that she has the Focus Sash, but I'm going to do it on Krookodile, especially because it's Dark type. It could do really big damage to Dusclops and prevent me from getting the Trick Room up, so I want to ensure that I get my Trick Room up. And then at that given point, I can burn either one of them with Dusclops, I can actually go ahead and use Ice Beam on either one of them as well. And who is he going to Dynamax, though? Hoping... Oh, it's probably Serena. Oh, it's Krookodile. Okay. So he wanted to ensure that he's going to knock out Dusclops, and I probably should have faked out Serena because of the fact that she's Grass type. Probably going to have Blastoise get O-Code here. Ooh, I forgot about that ability. How much is it going to do? That's a knockout. Double knockout right here. Dang, I totally forgot about that ability from her. And he's got Moxie. Well, that's unfortunate. And triple Axle? I mean, okay. So, I'm going to get really greedy here. Send out Krookodile. I have to Dynamax Krookodile here. Go for a max Overgrowth and a Krookodile. I could, well, I have two options. I could also Dynamax Blastoise. No, we're going to hit it. We're going to do it. And we're going to go for Surf. I don't believe I outspeed Krookodile, and that's okay, I guess. It just depends on what Krookodile goes for. If I did outspeed him, that would be ideal. Thankfully, I didn't get O-Code by Serena as well, so I think we're okay right now. I mean, we'll find out. So Max Knuckles shouldn't do too much. Okay, I did half. But we did see that we didn't outspeed. Does increase his attack. Now she goes for Trop Kick. That's gonna... She actually outspeeds. Wow. And I thought she was really slow, to be honest, too. I don't think this one-shots. Don't think there's any way that this is actually a one-shot. Yeah, it was pretty weak. Pretty weak indeed. It's not looking like a good battle, to be totally honest. We're probably still going to be another win away from getting into what would be Ultra or Great Ball Tier 8, actually. So Heatran, unfortunately, bud, you're going to get knocked out hard. I have to protect you. Don't have any other choice. So I have to protect, because if I don't protect, then he's going to get one shot immediately. I mean, honestly, this still might even one-shot him, because it's 4 times effective. Yeah, I had a feeling. Had a feeling. And he's definitely going to live. So that's going to be game for game 2. Outplayed me extremely well, because I totally forgot about the ability that Serena has, which therefore blocks... Yeah, that actually is super effective. And I think that's what he was trying to do the first time. It's going to one-shot me. It's very close to one-shotting me. But I 100% did not expect the ability whatsoever. Krookodile tried, but Blastoise and Dusclops just got bodied straight out of the beginning. I didn't think that I'd get one shot by Krookodile whatsoever. Typically, Dusclops can at least live that, but not that time. So we'll go ahead and walk away from this one and just shoot on to the what'll be our third and final battle. I'll have to probably do just a little bit of grinding on the side so that we can try and get to Master Ball tier, since we're not getting there as quickly as we should be. I mean, we're not doing bad either. We're at 4-2 right now. I've definitely had worse starts to a season So I'm not at all mad by our start. It just kind of sucks that we had to start even lower than we typically do. So he played that very, very well. I totally forgot about that ability from Serena that, you know, negates fake out or priority moves. It didn't really matter in that sense because of the fact that I went towards Krookodile, but I could have gone for Ice Beam into Serena, I guess, which I don't think really would have helped me in any way, but we got our third final battle against a May who has a Rain team with Tapu Fini, Dracovish, Seismitoad, Politoad, Gyarados, and Kingdra. So definitely got a very, very ideal team for Krookodile, to be quite honest. Krookodile is going to excel in this, so I kind of want to go. I still think Blastoise Dusclops is a good one to go with. He's probably expecting me to bring Zapdos, which, by all means, I most likely should. Yeah, I think I'll still bring Zapdos just in case. So I had the Trick Room up and he has Swift Swim and everything. I'll be fine. I like going against mono-type teams. So he's got a mono-type water team. I've done mono-type teams in the past, and I really like using mono water. I think it's one of the stronger ones because of the fact that you can really utilize the rain. It's easy to set up. A lot of water-type Pokemon are really, really strong, so that's my ideal preference for a typing. He's going to show off the shiny Gyarados with the Politoad. Alright, so he sets the rain. I should probably, so he's got Focus Sash on Gyarados and Damp Rock on Politoad, so I should probably go for a Fake Out into Politoad. I'm feeling like he's probably going to Dynamax Gyarados here. So we'll set the Trick Room. After I set the Trick Room, oh, he doesn't, interestingly enough. Just goes for a straight up Dragon Dance. I mean, that's okay, because he's increasing his speed. Politoad flinches, we get the Trick Room off, and I can burn Gyarados. So Surf does nothing. Ice Beam does a little bit of something, and we can at least go for Will-O-Wisp into Gyarados. We'll just double into him, because now he's feeling confident after getting that Dragon Dance off. We'll see what he does as far as damage. Typically, most Gyaradoses, they'll have a Flying type move, they'll have a Water type move, and then, so he showed a Dragon Dance, so I don't know what his next, he might have, like, Crunch. Ooh, and he went for Helping Hand, okay. We do get the burn off, though. And, I mean, Ice Beam's just some kind of chip damage to do. It's not going to be huge. And he goes for Max Overgrowth. Oh, okay. So we got Power Whip, I think. I'm okay with him taking me out, though. I'm okay with that, because now he just set up the grassy terrain for Krookodile, so Kroodile's going to have a very, very fun time now. Sadly, I can't go for setting up my own Krookodile here, which kind of sucks, but that is okay. So we'll go ahead and throw Krookodile in. I kind of wanted to throw in Zapdos too, but I think this will be fine. I could just straight up Meteor Beam him, but I don't know if that's going to KO. Let's risk it. Let's go for Meteor Beam, and then let's go for Taunt into Politoad, keep him from doing any kind of shenanigans as well. He's just going to keep going for Helping Hand, though. And I'm really hoping that whatever he's going to try and do, it's not going to KO Krookodile here. I'm really hoping that Meteor Beam KOs this Gyarados. I don't think it's going to because it's Krookodile, but you never know. As long as we connect. Fully charged, and it does connect. Oh, it's so close to a knockout. Airstream. Wow, it actually one-shot us. Well, Helping Hand is a dumb move. Jeez, okay, I did not think that was going to happen at all. I thought we were good to go, in the clear, everything's totally fine, but boy was I wrong. So, we throw out Zapdos, we go for a Thunderbolt, and then we're going to Dynamax next turn. So, T-Bolt into Gyarados, and I guess Will-O-Wisp, Politoed. He can't go for Helping Hand anymore. Gyarados is obviously going to be faster, and he's just going to let him go down. I could see him going for like a Scald into Zapdos, in all honesty. If only I had Helping Hand. Oh, okay. If only I had Helping Hand on Dusclops, then I could have easily taken out Gyarados with that Meteor Beam. And he goes for Surf, which doesn't harm his own Gyarados. It does hit both my guys and did a pretty decent amount of damage, which kind of sucks. Especially because of the fact that, yeah, I don't think we're going to win this one, unfortunately. Which does suck. So we're going to have to Dynamax now. We'll go for Max Lightning into... I mean, we have to go for Gyarados. Which also really sucks. We have to go for Gyarados. And how many turns of Trick Room do we have left? Last turn of Trick Room, so we can go for, I guess we can go for Bulldoze. It's not going to affect anyone else besides Politoed, but this is literally the only thing I can do here. I have to Dynamax so I lessen the amount of damage that Zapdos is going to take, and then I really gotta hope that everybody he has after this, which I'm sure he has Kingdra on the back. He's definitely got to have Kingdra on the back, and that's going to prove to be troublesome as well. Bulldoze is just going to lower Politoad's speed, which is fine. It does 0 damage. And there's Scald, which does a decent amount of damage again. This Politoad's dishing out quite a bit of damage. Really wish I could have done that into Politoed, but I couldn't if I leave Gyarados on the field. He's boosted his attack so much, even though that he has the burn, he'll easily knock out my Zapdos. We lose a little bit of HP. We know we one-shot quite literally everything on his team. The only problem is that the rain is still there. So I'm trying to figure out how we want to go about this. Oh, he's got Seismitoad, and that is where Krookodile was going to be huge. I mean, I guess we just go for... he's gonna be... He has Swift Swim, doesn't he? He definitely has Swift Swim. But he's got so many more turns of rain, there's nothing I can really do at this point. We go for Will-O-Wisp and the Seismitoad. We take out Politoed if we are faster still, but I don't think we will be. Oh, actually goes for Liquidation into Dusclops. And we are okay. This one-shots. And it does, but I don't think there's any way possible we can take out Seismitoad. We had to have had Krookodile. Krookodile was going to be huge for this entire battle, and it really sucked that we lost it as early we did, because I really didn't think that a max Airstream was going to knock him out. Because I know it was neutral, but losing him kind of made the whole battle turn in the opposite direction for us. He's got Seismitoad, who is burned, and he's got Finny. And we just saw that Seismitoad is faster than Zapdos by a lot because of the Swift Swim that he's got. I have literally no way of stopping the Swift Swim unless I go for Max Flare, which I can't do. So I guess we just go for Finny again, and we already... I mean, I don't really know what else we're supposed to do here. I guess we go for a Bulldoze, because why not? But there's no way we're winning it. Yeah, he's going to hit Zapdos now with Liquidation, which will seal the deal for the battle. And unfortunately, we go 1 and 2. I'll think about if I want to use this team again or if I want to just move on to something different. I did enjoy using it because of how different it is in using Krookodile. And I feel bad that I kind of wasted him in this battle when this battle was so incredibly perfect for him. But it is what it is. It's how those battles go sometimes. We're at least able to win a battle, so that's nice. And we're sitting at 4 and 3. But I'll definitely have to do some grinding on the side so that we can get closer. I did want to check his team, actually. We had Wikiberry, pretty normal. Again, pretty normal Seismitoad with the Swift Swim. Politoed was pretty normal besides having Surf. Gyarados, Waterfall, Dragon Dance, Bounce, and Power Whip with Moxie and Focus Sash. And then Kingdra with the Choice Specs and Swift Swim. I personally always like going for Politoed and Kingdra because it's just so incredibly strong, so incredibly broken. But I totally went the wrong way here because now we're just updating our rank because we should be at like halfway. A little bit more than halfway. We'll go back so I can show you guys the rental code for the team if you guys want to give it a shot, just like the last video. Whenever it wants to load here. There we go. And once again, there's the team. Give it a shot. Let me know what you guys think. I did enjoy using it. It's unfortunate that I had what happened in these battles here because we definitely could have turned them around, especially that last one. We could have played a lot better. But sometimes it's just the way that it ends up happening. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the battles, and I will see you guys in the next one.